There's a version of you that you're afraid to face. It hides in the corners of your mind, lurking in the shadows, waiting for you to confront it. It is the part of you that you bury beneath layers of pride, success, and distractions. The part of you that you hope will never see the light of day, but it's there, and it's controlling you. We all have it, the shadow, the hidden parts of ourselves that we try to ignore, deny, or outrun. Yet, the more we push them away, the stronger they become. The truth is, the parts of ourselves that we fear the most are the ones that hold the greatest potential for growth. This journey is not for the faint of heart. This is a path that requires brutal honesty and deep self-reflection, but it is the only path to freedom, the freedom that comes when we face the parts of ourselves we've been avoiding. For Section 1, the ego, the mask we wear. The ego is the mask we wear to face the world. It is the version of ourselves that we present to others, a projection of confidence, strength, and control. We believe that this image is who we truly are, but in reality, it is just a facade, an illusion we have carefully constructed. The ego shields us from vulnerability. It is the armor we wear to protect ourselves from judgment, rejection, and pain. It is our defense mechanism, our coping mechanism. But while the ego may offer temporary protection, it also locks us in a prison of falsehoods. Because the more we invest in the ego, the further we drift from who we truly are. The ego is rooted in fear of being seen for who we really are. It thrives on external validation. We seek approval, recognition, success, and admiration. But all of this is fleeting. It is a constant chase for something external to fill an internal void. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." The ego is driven by a hunger that can never be satisfied. It is insatiable, always seeking more validation, more praise, more success. But the more it seeks, the emptier it becomes. The path to true self-awareness requires us to look beyond the ego. It demands that we ask ourselves, who am I without the mask? What is left when I strip away the layers of my false identity? The ego feeds on external circumstances, but the soul thrives when we connect with our true selves. It is only by shedding the ego that we can begin to uncover the parts of us that we've been hiding from, the parts of us that hold the key to true freedom. If this shifted something inside you, hit subscribe. We do this every day. Section 2. The shadow, confronting the hidden self. The shadow is the part of ourselves that we are afraid to face. It is the collection of our suppressed desires, our unacknowledged fears, our deepest insecurities. The shadow is everything we don't want to admit about ourselves. It is the part of us that we hide from others and often from ourselves. The more we resist the shadow, the more power it gains over us. The shadow is not evil, it is simply the unconscious parts of ourselves that we refuse to acknowledge. It is the anger we suppress, the guilt we carry, the vulnerability we hide. And until we confront it, it controls us from the depths of our psyche, guiding our actions without us even realizing. We live in a world that constantly demands perfection, success, and strength. But the reality is, no one is perfect. We all have parts of ourselves that we wish to hide. The fear, the shame, the guilt, the insecurities, we push them down, hoping they'll disappear. But they don't. They just wait for the moment when we least expect it, when we are most vulnerable, to resurface. The first step in shadow work is acknowledging its existence. The second step is accepting it. The shadow is not something we can banish or reject. It is a part of us, and until we accept it, it will continue to control us. Carl Jung, the famous Swiss psychologist, said, "One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious." The darkness, the shadow, is not something to fear. It is a part of us that, once understood and integrated, can lead to profound growth and transformation. Section 3. The uncomfortable truth. Who are you without your mask? There's a question we must all ask ourselves at some point. Who are we when we remove the mask? Who are we when we stop pretending to be something we're not? The ego, the shadow, these are the parts of us that define our external self. But there is something deeper within us, something that transcends the ego, the shadow, and the roles we play. It is our true self, the one we've hidden beneath layers of false identities. When we ask ourselves the tough questions, when we look past the distractions, we uncover who we really are. And that truth is often uncomfortable. It forces us to confront the lies we've been telling ourselves. It challenges the image of perfection that we've been trying so hard to maintain. We are not our accomplishments. We are not our failures. We are not our possessions. We are not our ego. And we are not the sum of our shadows. We are something deeper, something truer. But to connect with that truth, we must be willing to face the discomfort that comes with it. When we confront the hidden parts of ourselves, we are not destroyed by them. We are liberated. We free ourselves from the need to hide, to pretend, to perform. We embrace our imperfections, our flaws, and our fears, and in doing so, we unlock the power to live authentically. Section 4. Transformation through acceptance, letting go of the need to control. One of the most difficult truths to face is that we cannot control everything. The more we try to control our lives, our relationships, and our circumstances, the more we become enslaved by them. The Stoics believed that true freedom comes from accepting what is, rather than fighting against what isn't. We cannot control how others see us, nor can we control the events that unfold in our lives. What we can control is how we respond. We can control our thoughts, our actions, and our attitudes. We must learn to let go of the need to control everything around us. We must accept that life is messy, unpredictable, and uncertain. And we must trust that by accepting the present moment, we free ourselves from the anxiety and frustration of trying to control the uncontrollable. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus wrote, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. The key to freedom is in our response. When we stop resisting what is and embrace life as it comes, we open the door to true peace and self-mastery." Section 5. The Path to Healing, Embracing Your True Self. Healing begins when we stop running from ourselves. It begins when we face the parts of us that we've hidden away and accept them for what they are. Only by doing this can we begin to integrate the shadow and ego into a whole, balanced self. This is the path to healing, acceptance. Acceptance of who we are, both the light and the dark. We are not defined by our shadows, nor by our egos. We are defined by our ability to confront them, accept them, and move forward with grace and courage. Healing doesn't mean perfection. It means wholeness. It means accepting all parts of ourselves, even the ones we wish didn't exist. The more we accept our true selves, the more we are freed from the chains of fear, shame, and guilt. The journey of self-reflection and shadow work is not a one-time event. It is a lifelong process. But with each step we take, we get closer to living as our true selves. We get closer to freedom, to peace, and to the person we were always meant to be. You are not your ego. You are not your shadow. You are something far greater. You are a person capable of deep self-reflection, healing, and transformation. The key to freedom lies in confronting the parts of yourself you've been avoiding and embracing them with love and compassion. Yes, the path to true self-mastery begins with one step, the willingness to face your hidden self. Once you do, you will discover a power within you that is limitless, a peace that is unshakable, and a freedom that will set you free. If this shifted something inside you, hit subscribe. We do this every day.